It's so shocking to me that for the first time in a long time, for the first time in a very, very long time, Godswill Akpabio, is saying something sensible. For the first time in such a long time, Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, is making sense. This happened at the floor of the Senate just yesterday, where Senator Nwaebonyi was the opinion that, the shanty that is seen visible when landing at the airport, at the Abuja airport, should be, displaced. The shanty should be, you should be leveled. And Akpabio said, don't you understand that, that is somebody's village. That is somebody's community. So you want us to go there and damage their community, take away their shelter from them. And I was so impressed because probably Nwebonyi thought that, he was going to have his way. He was going to get a free pass because of the way he carried Akpabio's matter on the head. When Senator Natasha accused Akpabio of sexual harassment. But thank God that for the first time, like I said, in a very long time, Akpabio spoke sensibly. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing on YouTube if you're not subscribed to Newsroom Nigeria? This is a place you need to be. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Also give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we're encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. And also YouTube is able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has sharply challenged Ebonyi State Senator Peter Nwebonyi after the latter suggested removing residential settlements near Abuja's international airport, describing them as detrimental to Nigerians' image. So you displaying those nonsensical behaviors you displayed on national television, it wasn't detrimental to Nigerians' image. The way that you and the woman, the way where you were bantering live on television, or the way you've gone on live television a few times to defend sexual harassment against a woman because of your own personal reason, that is not detrimental to Nigerians' image. You don't think that if outsiders, people who are not Nigerians, see those, videos, they would feel like, that is a typical behavior of a proper Nigerian. Anyway, moving on. During a Senate session covered by NAS TV from 22 minutes, Senator Nwebonyi had urged action on what he termed unsightly dwellings visible to arriving air travelers. Mr. President, seeing the budgetary provision, we can see that much provision is made for the infrastructural development of a capital city, which is a citadel of power for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Nwebonyi stated. He specifically called on the FCT minister to address the airport surroundings. I want the FCT minister to extend his infrastructural development to the city, to the surroundings of the airports. Nwebonyi senator claimed the area created a poor first impression. If you are descending into Abuja airport, the habitats, the type of infrastructure within the environment, Your Excellency, it does not represent the good image of this country, he argued. So it does not represent the good image of a country. The next thing you're thinking about is for them to go and level the place. You don't think of, okay, as government, can we provide a proper structure for them instead of, the poor sightings that the village is in? Let us build them houses. Let us provide shelter for them. Maybe that way, you would not be descending when your plane is landing and then you're seeing the shanties. And then with that, you're able to see fine buildings when your plane is landing instead of the shanties, or instead of the condition that the village is in. And even he has suggested that, okay, let's send people to go and clean up the environment, or let's send people, to go and build new structures for them, not demolish the ones that these poor people are managing. Can you see the mentality? These are the kinds of people you don't want in power. These are the kinds of people you don't want in authority. Because when they have that power, when they lay their hands on it, they do not even know what the masses are going through. They don't want to know what people are suffering because they are surrounded by affluence, they're surrounded by wealth, That way they've lost touch with reality. You can imagine the senator. Moving on, Nwebonyi proposed either relocating residents or upgrading the area. Okay. The FCT minister should capture that in their next budget, upgrade the area. And is the upgrading of the area he's talking about? Is it to send them packing and, build modern structures and rent it out to other people? Because that is what you typically see. Governors, they do not think of, building houses for these people who are living in such conditions. All they think about is profits, profits, profits. The FCT minister should capture that in their next budget to either relocate the habitants of a people within the airport or renew the area at least, because that is the mirror of a country as we are descending into Abuja airport. Some of us, if you take into account to view the environs of the airport while descending into Abuja, you will agree with me, Your Excellency, that it is an eyesore. It doesn't give a good image of a nation, and I think something has to be done about it. When Akpabio asked which specific aspect bothered him, Nwebonyi identified the shanties. The Senate President delivered a forceful rebuke, defending the communities in question. That is somebody's village, and that is what they can afford. Thank you. That is what they can afford to live in. As a government, as a politician, if you cannot help them, then leave them alone. Akpabio responded, so are you saying that we should go to the villages and evacuate them so that when your plane is coming down, you will see high rises? You want to see beautiful China infrastructure, but that is what belongs to the people. Akpabio further challenged Nwebonyi's premise about national image. Does the image of a nation start with when your plane is descending? In a place like Akpabio, when you descend, you see water and you see creeks. So should we eliminate the creeks and close the creeks so that it will not affect the image of a nation? When put to a voice vote, the Senate overwhelmingly rejected Senator Nwebonyi's proposal. What are your thoughts and your opinions? Let us have them in the comment section below. You can tell that, if I say one not, don't lose for the man head. Because what the hell? How would you stand up and make such suggestions? Anyway, before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment comes from Barnabas, who says, see this one, wey thatch and mud houses full in village. Free money, they make person, they talk anyhow, sha, as in, Akpabio defender and mouthpiece, on go soon quarrel openly. Your garden, they jab you small. Abina. Things are no longer going well for them. Kele God Kenneth says, is it not Nwebonyi? Is it not that boy? Always pursuing irrelevant things. He has nothing meaningful to contribute in the Senate. He has not even improved his own image. If it is to insult Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, he will sharp his mouth. Ebonyi people should recall this boy. Salifu Daniel says, that illiterate thug from Ebonyi is on drugs. If he has nothing upstairs to present to the Senate from his drunk brains, let him present Benue Plateau killings. Alaribe says, he should start the image making with himself. He should behave as someone occupying such a high office. His reasoning and utterances are one kind. Compass Thunder says, I don't know how this fun-loving, visionless, hot-tempered man was chosen among many good and better qualified men in Ebonyi to represent them. How could this man challenge his political counterparts with political good muzzle from the north? Lastly, a comment from Chi Wonka says, he should start improving Nigerians' image from his home state by reducing the number of out-of-school children in Ebonyi State who are roaming the streets of every state, hawking. What are your thoughts and your opinions? Let us have them in the comment section below. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video.